build modern WPF registration forms faster, cleaner, and far more beautiful than the old style layout we used to create. Today, you are going to see how easily a plain WPF window can be transformed into a polished modern UI without spending hours styling everything manually. Hello everyone, I am Harsh and you are watching WPF World. In this session, we are going to design a complete modern registration form in WPF using MahApps.Metro. It is a powerful framework that helps you to create clean, professional and modern interfaces with minimal effort. We will set up the layout, apply modern style, use Metro controls and build a polished registration form step by step, perfect for real production apps. Let's begin building a modern WPF experience. To save the time, I have already built the registration form. If you look here, you can see I have used the slider control which we usually see in the any media control to change the volume. Now let's try to change this simple user registration form to modern registration form. For that, I will use MahApps.Metro package. So we have to install that package. Right click on the dependency and select manage NuGet packages. Here go to browse tab and search for MahApps. First option you can see here MahApps.Metro. I will use the latest version of MahApps.Metro. Here click on install. Click on apply. You can see here successfully install these packages. And here also you can see MahApps.Metro 2.4.11. Now let's try to convert our application to Metro window. For that we have to use the namespace of MahApps.Metro. So how to use the namespace? XMLNS : I will say mah equal to, and here I will select this first option MahApps.Metro.com WinFX XML controls. You can do like this or you can also do like this CLR-namespace : MahApps, and here we will use MahApps.Metro.controls. So this is the one we have to use. If you observe here, it's already added assembly MahApps.Metro, means it will take from this assembly this namespace. We have to convert this window to Metro window, so we'll use mah : and write Metro window. And also we have to change in the code behind, so you go to the code and here we can change this parent class. I will remove all the unnecessary namespaces. Now let's try to run it. You can see screen is blank and some default style is there. So I want to apply some theme. For that we have to go to the app.jml. As we already learned how to use the resource file, so we have to use the resource file for the theme of MahApps.Metro. So here I am going to use that theme. So how to use that? I will remove this and I will add the MahApps.Metro resources. Here set the source, and as this resources is not available here, if you see here, it is part of the dependency. So we have to use like this pack : then application : then 3 commas and then slash, then MahApps. This is case sensitive, so we have to carefully add this controls location MahApps.Metro, then semicolon, then component, then styles, then we will add the resource for control first. Controls.xaml. This resource I added for the control. Now I will add for the font, and also I will add for theme. Theme will be available in styles, inside that themes, then the theme name like light blue.xml. So these three resources we have to add to see the style from these resources. Now let's run and see. Here you can see the title bar. I have used light blue theme, so you can see light blue color here for button, for slider and the title bar. Now I want to use the MahApps.Metro password box. So how to use this? Now let's use the password box of the Metro UI. Let's set some property. Let's set the watermark for the password box. We have to use the mah namespace, then text box helper, and then watermark. I will say password. Let's run it and see the watermark is password. Now let's try to use some style of the password box from the MahApps. So to apply the style, we have to set the style property. Here I will set like a static resource as they have already defined the resources for all the style. So here I will use this password box style, and let's save it. Let's run it. Let's type something. This is the default style. Now I want to show the eye icon here. MahApps have style. So if you see here, we have password box dot win8. Now you can see, and if we click here, we can see the password. Okay, now we'll try to see other style. I will set this password box dot button, and let's see what happen here. We can see that we have this button. We can add the event or command for this, whatever we want. On click of this button, we can use that. Okay, let's try some other style. Revealed. Let's see what happen here. Same as win8 style. This is how we can apply the MahApp styles here. We want to make the password box as floating password box. Like if we write something, then our watermark should go up and our text will go down. So how to do that? We have property from the text box helper dot use floating watermark. I will set it true. Now let's see. If you see password, this is the watermark, this is our text. We can see this. We have to increase the height. Let's increase it. I will set height to T, and now we can see watermark is on top of the password box and text is at the bottom. If we want to change the content of the button, that also we can do. How to do that? We will again use mah.textbox.helper.button content equal to, I will say h, and let's see. Here it's changed h to some symbol. That's why we are not able to see. For h we have the symbol like this. So if we want to see some other symbol, let's see, we can see the question mark. So now I want to add the clear button. I don't want this. I want to add the clear button where when we click, then it should remove the text from it. So for that we have one property from the text box helper dot clear text button equal to true. Now let's see, I will clear it, then it's already clean. This is how they already defined the event for clearing the password. Okay, now I want to show the caps lock icon. That also we can see here. May password box helper dot caps lock icon. I will set H for now. Let's see, if I press the caps lock key, then we can see the H right here. Now again I will press caps lock. H is hidden. From the password box helper, we have caps lock warning tooltip. This is password. Let's see caps lock. You can see the warning icon, and here you can see the text. This is how we can use the MahApp.Metro password box style and other dependency property like clear text button, caps lock warning tooltip, or if you want to do the floating for the watermark, that also we can use like this. Now I want to add some button or combo box here on the title bar. That also we can do here. How to do that? We'll use MahApp, then Metro window, and then combo box to the left of the title bar, like here. I will add so that we can select, like if we want to apply theme, we can apply from here. So this is the right of the windows. So for that we have Metro windows dot write windows command. Here we can add the commands. So here I will set combo box, and then I will copy this combo box item from here. I will just paste it, and here I will set the theme name like light, or I will set dark. Now let's see. We can see the combo box here. We can see light and dark theme. For now, I just wanted to show you how to add the control to the title bar in our Metro window. As I mentioned at the beginning, you can clearly see how easily we can transform a plain WPF window into a modern looking UI without spending hours writing custom styles. You saw how we enhanced the password box with a Windows 8 style look, added a clear buttons, caps lock indicator, tooltips and custom icon, all with minimum effort. We even used a combo box directly in the title bar without defining any custom style. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, let's share with your friends.